What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your July 1st midnight release live stream party. And tonight it's actually interesting because I think most of us are not buying anything, which honestly is a little refreshing after everything that we had for the month of June. Crazy day for us today. We had 2 videos drop on the channel. We got some very exciting Insiders Day news that we're going to be briefly going over here in the live stream this evening. We also have some other things to talk about that are pretty interesting in regards to sets that are retiring at the end of July that appear to be going in and out of stock. So definitely excited to get into all of this, but we got 100 people in the chat already, which is amazing. What's going on? Velvet, I think I just had like a huge epiphany. Is your husband Mr. Fluffy? Have I been talking to Mr. Fluffy this whole time on Instagram and not realizing that you and Mr. Fluffy are married? Because holy smokes. I mean, if that's the truth, I apologize for not making that connection much earlier in my life, because that's wild. But we got Barbara in here. What's going on, 808 Puppies? Great to see you. So many great people in the house tonight. Ranger says spending points on arcade, but may wait till the 7th. I would definitely wait till the 7th. I would not pick up the arcade tonight. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, there's no GWP, so at least if you wait till the 7th, you'll get the Sea Serpent GWP. What's going on, Travis? Great to see you. Oh no. Oh, so it must be a different Velvet then. Oh, I thought Mr. Fluffy's name Velvet? It's just a coincidence. I thought I saw in the chat Mr. Fluffy said his wife was named Velvet. Yeah, he said Velvet, my wife. Okay, so it must be different Velvet. Lots of Velvets out there. No, my apologies then. Ghostbreaker says outside of the new 1/8 Technic set, nothing worth buying. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be picking up the Koenigsegg set tonight for the GWP, that would make sense. But I'm not in love with the GWP. We'll flash it on screen here in just a moment in case you guys didn't see my video earlier, or we can just talk about it, of course. Paula's in the house. Great to see you, Paul. Hope all is well. Hopefully everything went okay with your new leg and everything, or the prosthetic and everything went well. We got Fluke Girl in the house. She said there's not really anything I'm interested in coming out tomorrow, and that's completely okay. July is typically one of the slowest months for Lego releases, and I think it's strategic just because so many retailers are putting sets on sale. June 1st and August 1st are massive Lego releases, so at least to have like a little bit of a breather in between, I think is much needed. So all hail Sophia. Let your daddy do the live stream. Thank you, Moon Shoes. Yes, so Sophia's in bed. She's already rocking and rolling with her dreams, hopefully. But yeah, huge shout out to her. She was very well behaved and super mellow this morning, so I was able to find a nice pocket of time that just kind of coincided with some Insiders Day news that had dropped pretty quickly, and I was like, I got a couple minutes here, I might be able to make a video. And then she let me edit it as well, so it worked out for everybody. Sophia must be keeping them busy. Yeah, Sophia's keeping us busy for sure. Absolutely. Great to see you, KJ. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. We got Pipsqueak in the house. Hig Dynamics. Great to see you. Mr. Fluffy is here. Tribeca's in the house. Man, so many great familiar faces and channel members. You guys are amazing. We got So in the house. Perfect Stack Builds. Great to see you. P. Connor E. says, I still hope Lego gives us a Sauron minifigure set around 12 inches tall. The minifigure from the Sauron helmet set should have included his mace. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, they could do a Sauron upscaled minifigure. You never know. Bruno's in the house. What's up, Bruno? Says, hi, John. Thank you for my shirt and that awesome Funko Darth Vader. Can't be happier. I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm so happy that package made it to you. Sometimes with the international packages, you just kind of hold your breath and hope for the best. So glad that it made it out there. Hello, John. You look sleepy. Honestly, I have not seen anyone dropping comments of buying this or that. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Last couple nights, Sophia's been a little bit lackluster in the sleep department. But actually, it's more Joanna takes the night shift, so credit to her. I don't do much with Sophia during the night. I have the day shift, but with Sophia just needing a lot of extra attention right now because she's teething and she's got some other stuff going on, I really can only film most of our content at night, and then sometimes I'll just stay up till 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the morning, which I know I shouldn't, but I like I find I can edit faster without her in my lap, at least for right now. Before I was able to put her on my lap and I could edit. Right now, she's a little bit more animated and, she's got the teething pain. So it's a little bit of a challenge to edit with her in my lap, but hopefully that'll change and we can get into somewhat of a regular routine as far as sleep goes. Where'd you get that shirt? Man, ever since I dropped the video this afternoon, I got a ton of messages about this shirt. So Joanna bought this one. She either bought it for me or she made it. I don't remember what the story is with this shirt. I also keep getting messages from people asking if we can make some of our Lego shirts, specifically like some of the castle ones that I've shown off in recent videos, and sell them. We cannot do that because for those of you guys who've been following the channel for at least a few months, we know that somebody from the Lego group is keeping tabs on us, whether, for good reasons or bad, I don't know. But we've already had one of our videos copyright strikes because I released information that had an embargo date that I was not made aware of. If I all of a sudden tell people like, hey, I'm mass producing shirts with, copyrighted intellectual property from Lego, they're going to shut down our channel so fast. And as much as I would love to, sell a few t-shirts and maybe bring in some extra revenue for the channel, it's not worth jeopardizing our entire operation. And, we're having a lot of fun and, we're experiencing some success and, we want to run this channel for a long time. So we cannot sell these shirts. But, there's nothing against making a shirt and then, wearing it for personal use, just for a video. So that's why we can't, we can't sell these or mass produce them in any way, shape, or form, but they're very easy to make. I mean, you can literally make any shirt with any logo as long as you're not then taking someone's intellectual property and then reselling it for your own personal gain. People make custom shirts all the time. What's going on, Trex? Great to see you. Happy Canada Day. Oh, it's nearly Canada Day. Nice. When is Canada Day? Jim, great to see you. Excited for the stream. I'm excited that you're here. Absolutely. We got Boba Fett images. Yeah, we did. Did they put the Boba Fett on Lego yet? The upscale figure? Yeah, we could talk about that one as well. Some people have asked me my thoughts on that. Excuse me. We could actually jump into that if that is up on the site right now. The Boba Fett minifigure. Or the upscaled, whatever they're calling it. I don't see that one yet, unfortunately. So I don't want to bring up any images because then even if we get like a live stream copyrighted, that's lost revenue, unfortunately. But just to give you my quick thoughts on the Boba Fett, I like it. I'm not in love with it. $170 is a lot of money. I like the buildable characters, the droids. I don't know. I'm just not in love with the Boba Fett. It would have to be like a $100, like it would have to be discounted. It's like $100 or something to get me to pull the trigger, but we'll see. Happy Canada to all who are from the north side of the United States. Yeah, we love our Canadian friends up there. I'd be shocked if she was, but thank you. Velvet is with a much better person than I. No, that's not true at all, Mr. Fluffy. No, to each their own. A lot of great people out there. Do I buy the Coniseg right away or not? You know what? Let's start there. Let's pull up the Coniseg here. We'll briefly jump into some of the July 1st releases, and then I want to get into Insider Days and talk about the stuff that we know about. I also want to talk about retiring sets. Here we go. So this is the GWP. So if you're picking this up tonight because of the GWP, I completely understand. I'm not in love with the steering wheel. I mentioned it in my video today. Even if we had $450 in our budget, this does not entice me or get me excited to buy a massive Technic supercar. I don't know why they don't do something similar to what they did with the 1989 Batmobile. Do you guys remember when that set came out for Black Friday 2020 or 2019, whenever that was, right? They came out with the smaller version of the Batmobile as the GWP. Like, why don't they do that for the Technic cars? Like, just come out with a smaller Technic version of the Sadair Spear, and I think that would have been a way more exciting GWP, but that's just me. Everybody's got their own opinion here. Where is my page here for the Sadair Spear? Here we go. It's a beautiful car. Like this is awesome. Like I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Very expensive, of course, but These giant Technic supercars, I think it's cool. I actually get more excited, to be completely honest with you guys. I get more excited for the Technic supercar that comes out once every 2 years rather than the UCS Star Wars sets, because we get 2 to 3 UCS Star Wars sets a year. Like Technic, it's exciting because it's 2026. Here's the supercar. You've almost got a 2 year window to save up for it because the next one's not coming out until 2028. Now, Lego could pull a fast one and they could drop another one next year and then move it up to a yearly schedule. But I like the bi-yearly schedule that we're on right now. With the UCS sets, like I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed. I'm a few behind. I don't have the Venator, and I'd really love to have the UCS Venator. I also don't have the UCS Jabba Sail Barge, and both of those are scheduled to retire at the end of the year. And I just think that maybe Star Wars should take a page out of the Technic book here and only release one giant UCS set a year for May 4th. Like I think that would add so much more hype to the Lego Star Wars side of things. I'm not trying to trash Star Wars. I'm just saying, like, I get so excited for the Technic supercar just because it's so infrequent compared to a lot of other major releases. I think the black and gold color scheme is really cool. It does have the scissor doors, right? Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, definitely going to be grabbing this. I actually don't even have the McLaren P1 yet, so I gotta figure that out at some point. But Lego Loco, what's going on, Nally? Great to see you. I am a little bit behind on the chat here, so I'm going to try to catch up. I'm so annoyed that I missed out on the D&D set. It was on back order, and they sent me an email today saying the order was canceled. Actually, I'm glad you bring that up because let's jump into that, because a lot of people reached out to me and said, what the heck is going on with the Dungeons & Dragons set? And I don't know what's going on with the Dungeons & Dragons set, because as you guys saw in my video today, when I pulled it up and did the video, it was out of stock. And then a bunch of people messaged me and said, hey, your video had it out of stock, but I was actually just able to order one. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I saw it went on back order status briefly. And then it gets even weirder because a few hours later, all of a sudden I got a few comments on some of the videos, and I've got messages on my Instagram inbox of people saying that some of their orders had been canceled. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe the back order thing was an error and there wasn't any more that they could produce. But no, some people have said that they had ordered a Dungeons and Dragons set like 2 weeks ago, and it was on back order, and that got canceled. And then on top of that, to make things even weirder, now it says temporarily out of stock. So I don't know what's going on with this set. Super weird. I haven't seen this in a while, where a set has gone like available, back order, sold out, back to back order, and now temporarily sold out, all in the span of a few days. Because temporarily sold out is different than sold out. So the way I interpret temporary sold out is that this could potentially be coming back in stock, even though this is a set that's due to retire in roughly 30 days. So to anybody who had their set canceled, if your order went through, Lego should be honoring that order. I've had that happen to me once or twice in the past where I ordered something either when it was available or on back order and it got canceled. Make sure you call Lego customer service. Don't even email them. Don't even use their little chat box thing. Don't use the app. Pick up the phone, call their customer service number, because they are obligated. If you have an order number, you got the confirmation, and even if they took your money or at least put your money on hold from your credit card, like, they need to honor the order. And sometimes there are glitches in the system, but I was going back and forth with this one individual who I was like, no, I'm not calling customer service. I already bought one on eBay for over $100 more than retail. And I'm like, why did you do that? Like, just call customer service, because what's the worst thing that could happen if you call customer service? They say, oh, sorry, there was an error and the system glitched, but here, we're going to give you like, $20 or $30 worth of insider points as like a inconvenience thing. Like, there's really nothing. Like, Lego's customer service is really good. Like, they're not going to hang, like, they want to keep you as a customer. They're not just going to be like, oh, sorry, we sold more Dungeons and Dragons sets than we actually had. Yeah, you're out of luck, go check eBay. No, that's not how it works. Like, and I've even heard of sometimes if they have like leftover GWPs, if they've sent people GWPs, even if they can't fulfill the order. So like, But giving insiders points is pretty much the most common thing they can do as an inconvenience, but they should be able to honor the order. So if you have an issue with this set or any other set, like I feel like a broken record sometimes saying it over and over, but I think it needs to be said, like just call, like pick up the phone, speak to a representative. They're super nice people. I've never encountered one bad Lego representative from the customer support team. Any sales tonight at midnight? No sales tonight. On the 7th. We'll be going live on the night of the 6th for the Insider Days. What's going on, Gambit? Great to see you. Thank you for joining the stream tonight. We got Dom coming in, says, howdy, I'm not buying any more Lego sets until the next Restaurant of the World GWP comes out. And I think that's a great strategy. That's a little GWP series that we've been enjoying collecting. I still think some people are speculating early August now for the third one. I still think it's going to be coming out end of July, but it may be early August. Who knows? Mr. Fluffy coming in now as a member for 5 months. I also saw Mr. Fluffy was super kind at the beginning of the stream and gifted a few channel memberships. So thank you so much for doing that. Says, now, John, I can't take on my phone. I just said Velvet's name. Oh, okay. All right. I got you, Mr. Fluffy. Sounds good. Algulot says, what's going on, John? I'm busy at work checking out how the July 1st sales are going. Not sure what I'm getting on July 7th, but I got to spend about $200 to get that Sea Serpent. Yeah, we're going to talk about that tonight a little bit as well. We can't fully strategize like, the best options yet for Insider Days because we don't have all the information. We're missing some pretty cool, pieces of information with the sale sets, but great to see you in the chat tonight. Thank you so much. Don't get in trouble if you're actually at work. I'm actually waiting for the Animal Crossing set, Tommy and Timmy, and comes out in August, so I can get it from my wife. That comes out in August, so I can get it from my wife. Oh, okay, very nice. Tag on my phone. Apparently, I cannot type either. It happens to the best of us. Saving my insider points for the Creel House. Ooh, very nice. I think just a little like nugget. I think the Creel House is going to go on a nice sale for Insiders weekend in November. Oh yeah, all is well here. Per my Apple Watch, I hit 9570 in steps today. That is amazing, Paula. Congratulations. I did have a big haul on Sunday though. Snoopy, Rhino, and the koalas. Oh, there you go, Fluke Girl. Very nice. Avalanche of Bricks says, great uploads today. Thanks. Wonder if there will be more 4 times points sets. Yeah, I hope so. I'm excited for the one set that is confirmed to be on I guess not confirmed, but heavily rumored, confirmed from reputable sources here, the Maersk dual fuel container vessel. For those of you guys who don't know, I worked for Maersk, sailed on 2 different Maersk ships, one that was actually very similar to this one with the Maersk Kensington. It was a K-class container ship, not as big as what this model is representing, but still a very big ship. So I am personally getting this one for, just personal experience. I also love Lego ships, so it's all around just a easy grab for me. $150 means $30 back in insiders points, which will just allow us to keep adding and saving up our insiders points, as our goal is to hopefully rack up around $800 or as close to $800 in insiders points before November 1st. So that way Joanna can get her Sagrada Familia because she's very excited for that set. Hey, Mitzi's in the house. What's going on? Hi from Australia. Sunny early afternoon here. Oh man, it is great to see you. My hubby said the only reason he would buy the new Technic on release if the GWP was the controller and it was a radio controller. I saw that comment, Velvet. Yeah, absolutely. That was a great idea. So shout out to your husband for the nice idea on that, because I think Lego should have definitely done something like that. Blue Jay Music says, beyond excited for the Olivia Rodrigo sets. Gonna wait for the next double points, but I cannot wait. Also, my Oilers need to get rid of Darnell Nurse. Yeah. Nurse is I think he's hurting the defense there. The Oilers got to figure it out, man. Like, you got McDavid, you got Draisaitl. Like, they need to figure out defense and they need to figure out goaltending because they got the offense figured out. But yeah, a lot of people are excited for the Olivia Rodrigo sets. I'm sure we'll take a look at them at some point. Perfect Stack Build says, unless there's something I really want on sale or 4 times points, we'll probably wait for August. Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of sets coming out for August. But just be mindful, if you're going after any of the August 1st sets, there might not be a GWP come August 1st. So, there might be more of an opportunity later in August or even September to pick up some of those sets. But, we'll be calling out all the best deals and anything that I think is, a good time to buy. But I appreciate you jumping in. And, I think it's really valid and important for many people to step up and just be like, hey, I'm sitting this one out, or I'm waiting. We did that, several at several points throughout the year here already in 2026. Say, hey, we're not buying anything, we're taking a break, we're building sets. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, if you guys have picked up sets this year and you've got a backlog, like, tap into it, build it, enjoy it. That's what Lego is supposed to be for. Buying is just the first obstacle. Then it's the latter half of it, which I feel is the more fun part, is actually building the set or sets. And then ultimately there's even like a third part to that, right? Then it's like, all right, figuring out where this set is going to go. Is it going to go on a shelf? Is it going to go in my room, in your city potentially? Like, where am I going to put this? And it's just a fun journey for each set. Kirk says, hi, John. Love the content. In the past, do we normally get a good GWP for August 1st? And if so, what theme do you think it would be? I have a big haul in August. Kurt, man, that's like literally going hand in hand with what we were just discussing here. So normally, no, I don't think we typically get a GWP for August 1st. It seems like Lego is doing these like exclusive GWPs or GWPs that are tied to some of these giant releases. They're not really offering like general GWPs for the first of the month too often anymore. January 1st, we got one. Even for May 1st with Star Wars, yeah, it was the Darksaber GWP, but that only was for Star Wars sets. So I think if you're looking at anything for August 1st, any of the new releases, you'll probably have a good opportunity second half of the month, either when a GWP is re-released, or maybe we'll have the third Restaurants of the World. September, October timeframe, we should have another general double points promotional period. So yeah, August 1st is probably not going to be a good time to buy, and probably, if there's no incentives, if there's no GWPs, we'll probably be passing on that one as well. Down Under, what's going on, Steven? Great to see you. Thank you so much for jumping in. We got Trex in the house. Is Alex inside? No, he's actually here. He's hanging out in the studio. He is, we actually have a live studio audience tonight. So we got Alex. He is living it up here. Let me do a full screen so you guys can see. So we have Alex, if you can see him down there. And then all the way back there. Oh, gosh, it disconnected, of course. It disconnected. Shoot. Come on, come back. Oh, come on. Stupid camera. Come on. And, of course, it switched cameras. And agreed. All right, I'll have to be more careful here. But we got Jonathan in the house. He's actually building... Oh, God, it disconnected. All right, just Jonathan's here. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this webcam gives me such a hard time. Come on. Dude. There we go. Oh, my God. And now it's not even connect. Oh, there it is. USB webcam. I don't know what it is. Like, why can't we find a webcam that is good? This is like our fifth webcam, and I don't know if it's the webcam or the computer, or maybe it's my face, but Jonathan's here. He's in the back or towards the back of the garage. He's actually building a Star Wars Playscale E-Wing right now. Darcy says, nothing for me this time. Just got the new sets with sales and double points. Back to Hogwarts will be soon. Yeah, that'll be coming up sooner than you realize, coming up in September with the back to Hogwarts event. All right. Really behind on the chat here. Saw the new Conisecond store built out. Holy smokes. But I can definitely be patient. Yeah. ERQ. Great to see you. Definitely wait for there's no rush. It's going to be on shelves for the next 4 years, because we just saw the Daytona Ferrari set just retire, or the Ferrari Daytona. And that one released in 2022, literally just retired. So 4-year shelf life. We got Autism Musician in the house. I'm here, but my Connect icon is slow via phone. Lightning hit and internet is down. Oh, be careful if you're going through a storm, but I appreciate you being in here. Hi, what's going on, Linda? Tuning in from motel as we are traveling. Oh, very nice, Linda. Hopefully you guys are on some sort of vacation. I appreciate you tuning in. Hey, if I never bought anything else this year, I can keep myself in Lego building joy. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are, in that camp right there. We've got Michelle coming in as a channel member now for 10 months. Guys, remember, if you are a member of the channel, feel free to utilize your one free monthly super chat that you get. She says, evening, John. Always enjoy spending the evening with you and the rest of the Slapshot Bricks community. I appreciate you, Michelle. And Man, 10 months. That's crazy. 2 months away from a full year of supporting the channel. Efren, what's going on? Recent subscriber. Welcome. Guys, thank you so much. We have a lot of big streams coming up for the month of July. I still have to coordinate with Joanna to figure out when the best time to do our 15,000 subscriber celebration stream. We also are going to be doing our 100. We now have well over 100 channel members. So we're going to be doing a stream for that. In August, I'm going to predict, or, hopefully if, the trend keeps going. As of today, we are 39 videos in a row with a super thanks. So that streak has been going strong. And then, if we get to 50 videos in a row, I definitely want to do a big celebration for that streak. So just trying to really just figure out any way I can, we can do some extra giveaways and give back to you all just as a thank you for all the extra support. What's your suggestion on using insiders points? I would use insiders points when there's no double points or like triple or quadruple points being offered. I would use it when there is a good GWP. So for instance, coming up for Insider Days, right? If you're buying any sets, let's say you're looking to buy a Star Wars set, because as of right now, there's no Star Wars sets that are rumored to be included in the double points and quadruple points categories. I would buy a Star Wars set and then try to get like up to $180 so you can get the Sea Serpent GWP. So that's just my best strategy. You don't want to use your points during a double points, because then you technically are getting less points, if that makes sense. You're actually you're devaluing your own insiders points. Looking forward to the new Boba Fett. A lot of people are. Absolutely. Shout out to Joanna for being a mom. Dads too. Let me tell you, there is a special bond between dads and daughters. There is. I love Sophia, man. It is so special. I love being a dad. It's so cool. It's tiring. I'm definitely tired. Joanna said I look skinnier in some of my recent videos. So I guess I could be fat and well rested, or skinny and tired. I guess right now we're rocking skinnier and tired. So we'll just, we'll take the good with the bad. Shout out to John for 2 vids so far this week. Yeah, we had 2 videos today, actually. It was not in the cards. I wasn't planning on doing it, but it's just how it rolled out. And I'm excited for Insider Days. So as soon as we got that information leak, I was like, you know what? I could make a quick video here, and Sophia let me. So shout out to her. Sorry, I'll catch us later. Mexico is about to qualify for the next round. There we go. Let's go, Mexico. Yeah, no worries, Melissa. Thank you so much for stopping on by, and hello to you, hopefully on the replay. You are being watched. Yeah, we are being watched by many, fortunately and unfortunately. I want Lego to make a Snake Knight castle. Yeah, that would be sick. I would love that as well. They did kind of just do that with the Dustmark Keep through the BDP for Series 8. So I don't know if we're actually going to be getting a Snake Knight castle. If you guys recall, here, let me pull it up really quick. The Creator 3-in-1 Horse Knight castle. Some people were speculating that there was a little tiny Easter egg on that box. I don't know if we'll be able to see it in this picture because it's super small. So in the distance, if you guys happen to have, you're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but if you guys have the Horse Knight castle set, in the distance on the box, there is a black or grayed, blacked out castle with a yellow flag that a lot of people were speculating was going to be like a future release within the Creator 3-in-1 line for a Snake Knight castle, possibly this year. Obviously that hasn't happened yet, but could happen at some point in the future. I got a lot of sets over the last week. Yellow Delivery Truck, Executor, Jedi Bob Starfighter, Acclimator Class Assault Ship, Classic Batmobile, Arctic Explorer Ship, and the Imperial Star Destroyer. Man, look at you, Chris. Dude, you got some great sets. You got some sets that are either about to retire or just retired. If you guys didn't see, let me get rid of this. A bunch of those that you just mentioned actually just sold out. The Arctic Explorer Ship, that one is gone, and I think that one is just straight sold out. It's not even like temporarily out of stock. Yeah, sold out. So this one is essentially retired from Lego. You might still be able to get it from other retailers, but yeah, this one is pretty much gone. July 1st is Canada Day. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, very nice. Wow, Lego will allow all this reselling and scaling, but you can't honestly sell and make a shirt. Yeah, it's well, I mean, it's their logos, it's their brands. We don't want to get in trouble. We're just trying to have fun with the channel, build. We're not looking to be. I think I know the truth. Like we're pretty aware of the truth. Ever since I put out that video that I said that I respectfully did not want to join the Lego Ambassador Network, I don't think it was a coincidence that not too much longer later, one of our videos was copyright striked. So, there's a lot of great ambassadors out there. There's a lot of great people who already are, working for the Lego brand. We want to be independent and do our own thing, but we are not naive. We know that in being independent, we're being a little bit different, and sometimes different can rub people the wrong way. So, but we're just going to do our own thing. I think we're having a great time with the channel so far. Obviously, we have an incredible community behind us, which is just so special, and we're not going to take a single day for granted, and we're just going to work as hard as we can to give you guys the best content. Maybe he not coming till midnight. He said 2 videos ago midnight. What do you mean, Brandon? I'm not sure about that. Have seen several influencers post the Boba Fett. Yeah, there are a lot of influencers that do post pictures of the new sets. We are extremely careful. We have to be extremely careful with leaks because, other people, if they're on Instagram or anything, TikTok or Facebook, wherever, even YouTube, I see other channels that post leaks, and, you're taking a risk, and I don't want to lose our channel. If you have an Instagram page that gets taken down, like maybe if it's not monetized, you can just start it over and, go from there. But this channel's too precious. We've already worked so hard to get where we are. If we lost it, I would be in so much pain. Mr. Louis Vuitton, what's going on? Great to see you. We also got Leanna in the house. Grizzly Bees is here. I'm actually waiting until August for the Animal Crossing sets. Very nice. Hope they make a Speed Champions version of the new Coniseg. That would be cool. Absolutely. Hey, John, have you built the 4GT Technic set? Just curious what you thought and if it's worth tasting down. No, I actually just picked it up during the double points promotional period. Literally just came yesterday. I am planning on making a video with it, so you have that to look forward to. I don't know when that video will be out because my July and August workload is pretty hefty, especially with Sophia and everything. So we're just taking it day by day, but I do want to make that video before the end of the year. Lego does not approve of reselling. It depends. They don't mind if you resell on Bricklink because then they get 3% of every single item that you sell. I agree. Hard to keep up with all the UCS Star Wars releases. Responsibility anyways. Yeah, it's definitely tough. They should release the other 5 Bionicle Toa Mata figures. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know anything about Bionicle. I got the Natural History Museum and GWP coming tomorrow. Oh, there you go, Trex. That is so strange with the D&D set. It's a buy for me if it goes on 4 times points or any kind of discount. I don't think it will last. I don't think the D&D set will be around. I mean, it's already temporarily out of stock. I don't think if it comes back, even for like a minute at quadruple points, it will be gone super fast. Do you think Gringotts continuing to stay out of stock means that it could possibly come back before the end of the month with just a few available? I do, because just like, where are we here? We're over here. Okay, so just like the Dungeons and Dragons set that we just looked at, it's the same thing with Gringotts. Yeah, it says temporarily out of stock. So there's, Lego, they're a very smart company. They know what they're doing. And I feel like wording is very important. And if they were to mark this, out of stock or sold out, that would be it. But they put temporarily out of stock. So I do firmly believe there's a small, I don't think it's very big, but a small chance that a few copies of this set could show up back in stock for a very brief period of time. So if you are in need of Gringotts, I would literally check the website every single day up until July 31st when it's scheduled to retire. We've got Jeff coming in, says, hey, John, happy early Canada Day to my fellow Canadians and happy early 4th of July to my amazing American friends. Hope it's amazing for all. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in, Jeff. Yeah, happy Canada Day. And we got a big 4th of July coming up for us Americans. It's our 250th anniversary as a country, which is pretty wild. Yep, wait online for a real human to pick up the phone and do exactly what John is telling you to do. Yeah, thank you, Paula. Oh, man, we got Il Robinson coming in with a $10 super chat. Says, not planning to purchase anything tonight, though I had my eye on the pinball set. Just happy to be hanging out with a great group of folks. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you, Il Robinson. That was super generous, as always, and I really appreciate you dropping that super chat. Hey, what's up, Josh? FNC in the house. Came to say John is looking very dapper tonight. Thank you, Josh. And man, when are you coming to visit again? We'd love to have you over. Thanks for the advice. I will call tomorrow. Yes, please. Always call Lego customer support. Did you hear the rumors that UCS MF might get its retirement extended? UCS Millennium Falcon. I would not be surprised if it gets its retirement extended yet again because it's a flagship Lego set, not even a flagship Star Wars set. It's a flagship Lego set. And next year is the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. So I think that it would be very wise of Lego to extend the UCS Millennium Falcon. I also have heard rumors that the UCS Jabba Sail Barge is going to get extended. I haven't heard anything about the Venator getting extended, which would make sense because the Sail Barge and the Millennium Falcon are original trilogy sets, whereas the Venator is a prequel trilogy. So, obviously original trilogy still sells, at least in terms of Lego collectors and Lego as a whole. Original trilogy sells better than prequel trilogy. Joining late, but great to see another monthly live stream. Yes, Nerdy Panda, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining on in. We got Brandon coming in, says baby Sophia must be doing some screaming and crying. She is not too bad, but yeah, she's got her fussy moments, unfortunately. But, it's teething. It's growing pains. It happens. We all went through it. SC Mom's in the house. Thank you, SC Mom. Yeah, please don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Brick by brick, Paula gifted 5 channel memberships. That is incredible, Paula. Thank you so much for doing that. I think we have something wild. Actually, I'm going to check right now. A bunch of people signed up over the last few days as well. So right now we are sitting at, holy smokes, 133 channel members. So thank you guys so much for being incredible support. We'll definitely do, we're going to do the big 100 member celebration. I mean, I think every 50 members, we get to 150. If we get to 200, like every 50, we just keep growing the channel, and you guys just keep showing incredible support. We want to keep giving back to you guys. Looks like John's been working out. John's been doing a lot of walking because Sophia will fall asleep if I'm pushing the stroller. So I have been walking quite frequently. I've been usually doing like anywhere from 8 to 12,000 steps a day, just trying to get her to sleep. So the walking is probably what's helped me drop a few pounds, which is good because my doctor was not really too keen on where I was weight wise. I haven't been happy with my weight ever since my back injury. So it feels good to maybe, drop a couple, but I did have a small piece of chocolate cake tonight. So it probably all came back. Yeah, thank you, Paula, for saying that. Yeah, if you get the membership gifted to you by somebody, you do have to go in and update your own payment information if you would like it to continue moving forward for our channel after that 30 days is up. But no pressure, please. You do not have to renew it. You can, of course, enjoy the membership. Oh, Josh got a membership. There you go, FNC. Unless you're buying the contest egg this midnight, everything else you should wait until Insider Days. Yes, and some stuff you should not even buy during Insider Days. And just like I did with double points, I'm going to be putting out a full buyer's guide video. I got so much positive feedback from that video. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with the Insider Days event. I'll go through all the sales, all the details, all the GWPs, talk about some good potential combinations. We'll focus briefly on July retiring sets. And since tomorrow and actually July 1st is in 20 minutes, we're now going to start shifting our focus to December 31st retiring sets. And I'm also going to be highlighting sets that I strongly advise and encourage you guys not to buy during the Insider Days event because they're either on sale for a deeper discount somewhere else, or I just think they're going to go on sale at some point because believe it or not, now that we're moving into the second half of 2026 already, we're on the downslide to Black Friday, our second Insiders weekend event happening in November, other Prime Day events, clearance, promotions, like all kinds of stuff, Walmart, Target doing Circle Week and deal days. So, there's going to be a lot of sales throughout the end of the year. And that's why I'm very cautious for anyone to buy a Lego set at full price unless you're getting some sort of incentive like extra points or a GWP. There's really no reason to buy anything at full price anymore. I don't even hit 10,000 steps when I go to the gym, LOL. But then again, the row machine is my favorite cardio. The row machine is really good. I used to do that. We have a gym nearby that I would eventually like to sign up for. And, maybe once Sophia is a little bit older, I can start going to the actual gym. But right now, the walking has felt really good. Get her, John. Yeah, we're gonna pick up the Marisk for sure. There's 4 times points. Wow, I've never heard of that. Yeah, it's very rare. They only do it a few times throughout the year. Bruno coming in with a super chat right here. Thank you so much, man. John, what's your take on the City Blue monster truck? And thank you for everything you do, man. It is funny you actually brought that up. I actually just bought this during I was like $10 away from the threshold for the DaVinci GWP. So I really like this set. I think I'm gonna have to buy two because I bought this one to do a rebrickable build with. There's a really cool looking Batmobile that requires one copy of this set, but I love the big tires, the upscaled nature of the vehicle. So definitely gonna have to grab a second copy for our city at some point. But man, thank you so much for the super generous super chat, man. It's always appreciated. I have years of backlog. Well, I mean, yeah, don't we all? Exactly, don't we all? Absolutely. GIF could to cause FOMO. Yeah, GIFs, GWPs definitely cause FOMO for sure. Man, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. Really appreciate that. Man, we got Wiley Breaks in the house. I actually got to reach out to Wiley. We got to talk one of these days. I got some things I want to run by him. Really good dude. If you guys are not following Wiley Breaks here on YouTube and over on Instagram, phenomenal creator. He does all the things that I wish I could. He is so good at short form and his editing skills is fantastic. And yeah, if you're not following him, highly recommend that you guys do. Is Alex on the couch now? He's got a little bed of his own. Anything on Back to Hogwarts yet? Can't find anything myself. Yeah, it's way too early. We're only June 30th. Yeah. No information yet on Back to Hogwarts. I apologize, guys. I'm like 20 minutes behind in the chat. So just for anybody coming in, I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. Will the sail barge come back? Yeah, it should come back. I think it's also temporarily out of stock. It's been out of stock since May 1st. Yeah, they must have just got like obliterated with orders, but it's kind of weird again. Like, how has Lego not been able to recover from this set selling out on May 1st? Like, speaking of 4 times points, they did offer this on 4 times points, which is $100 back, at least for this particular set. But I mean, Lego's got multiple factories all over the world. Very bizarre that they weren't able to, get this back in stock. But it will come back in stock before it retires. Dang, it's midnight for you. Yeah, it's almost midnight. 17 minutes away. 2 of my 4 D&D sets were canceled. It says the GWPs on the canceled sets are in warehouse. Do you think Lego will ship GWPs? That's a good question. I really can't answer that. You'd have to call customer service. My instinct would say no, but also, why were they canceled 2 out of your 4 sets? Maybe, I don't know what the limit is. Maybe you exceeded your account limit for that set. But once again, I would just call customer service. Thanks for pointing out that some of the Target regular prices are cheaper than Lego or even Amazon. Yeah, I don't know why they do it like that, but it's very deceiving. Now, Target, unfortunately, has been the culprit of doing the opposite as well, where they have actually marked sets more expensive than regular retail price. So you got to be mindful of both sides there. Sorry about the D&D set. Same thing happened to me last year with the Lion Knight's Castle, and I ordered within a minute after midnight when it went on sale. I don't know how Lego determines when those orders get canceled. Yeah, I think that was a different story, KJ, just because that went up for the 20% off straight up discount as soon as Insiders Weekend went live in November. And I think there was just so many people that ordered the set, like they had to cancel a few. But the D&D set is weird to me because it was available for the last few weeks. So why all of a sudden now are they canceling orders? Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. Oh, another phenomenal member of the Lego community here, Brick Hive in the building. What's going on, man? If you guys are not subscribed to my good friend Brick Hive, go check him out. He usually runs some pretty late streams, and he's actually helped me out quite a bit over the last few months. So really good dude. Highly recommend that you guys go check out his content and his channel. If you're not doing anything at 2 a.m., he sometimes tends to be live ranting about Lego, and sometimes he says the things that we all wish we could say, or at least he says some stuff that I feel like I'm thinking, and he just verbalizes it. I'm like, oh man, this guy, he gets it. He can be a little bit on the non-family friendly side sometimes, so just be mindful of that. But really good dude, and very passionate about Lego, which is what we need more of. Waiting on the UCS Venator. Completely understand that. So am I. Hopefully we'll see a nice sale or 4 times points or something on the Venator at some point later this year. Who used my name? What's going on? Got my gift cards for 10% off. Not expecting a lot from the July sales, but expecting big sales on Black Friday with my cards loaded. Hey, that's the way to do it. We'll see what happens with Insider Days. So far going into it, I'm not too optimistic. I mean, we'll see what the sale sets are. But I do anticipate some other big sales from other retailers. Like I think Target, Walmart, and Amazon showed a lot of promise early in the summer. So I think those three retailers and Kohl's, don't sleep on Kohl's, and Macy's. And Macy's stepped up and they had some pretty good sales as well. So I think between those five retailers, oh, and you can't forget about Best Buy. Now that we're talking about the UCS Java sale barge, they marked the sale barge very temporarily $100 off. So these other retailers might be having some killer clearance and sales deals throughout the summer. July will be a light month for me. My backlog is extensive right now, but can't build anything new till I move the end of the month, but it doesn't hurt to look and dream. Yeah, we can always look. It's always free to look, right? So pieces on Pick a Brick set to retire at the end of the month. Does that mean no more restock on each element? Sells out? Yeah, they won't be. I don't know which ones are selling out off the top of my head, but yeah, once those elements run out, they will not be able to restock them. What's up, Carl? Great to see you. Welcome on in. Seems the show won't start till midnight. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Brandon. Maybe you're talking to somebody else in the chat. What's going on, Richard? Great to see you. We got Nana Clicks Bricks. What's going on? Hi, John. I've been following your channel for a few months. Definitely my favorite channel. I love the positive vibes and great advice. I'm fairly new to Lego and learning a lot from you. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Well, that's high praise. I appreciate that. My favorite channel. That's a high pedestal to be on the top of. So I really appreciate the kind words. If you're getting into Lego, I'm glad that you're enjoying the hobby. I think this is one of the best hobbies out there. And very humbled and honored by your kind words. This is such a party. Yeah, it is, Wiley. Absolutely. Have I seen the Lego X-Files? The Lego Ideas X-Files. I have. I'm curious to see what the final rendering of the set is going to look like. And there's also a rumored exclusive GWP. So that is also exciting as well. Yeah, hit that like button. It is free. Absolutely. Dustmark is a Crusader castle. I don't think Lego understands that they made this. Once again, I think there's a lot of very passionate Lego castle fans. And I think that sometimes everything is not going to be historically accurate or, exactly accurate to what we want it to be. I think sometimes with Castle, it's okay for something to just look cool and be cool, and we can still have fun with it. I've seen some interesting takes on the Dustmark Keep in particular, and I think it's a great looking castle. I think it's unique. It's different. It's somewhere for our Snake Knights or Serpent Knights to live, and I think that's great. But I completely understand, what you're saying here about it being a Crusader castle. Oh, we got Mitzi coming in as a channel member now for 5 months, watching you and working on a rebrickable mock, saving my money. That's always the best, building and saving money. That's awesome. Snake Knight Castle is going to be hard to beat Dustmark. Yeah, I don't think, unless they did like a blacked out castle or something with like maybe, I don't know, like some really cool weapons, something that leads into like the Snake Knight lore. I think it'd be really tough to beat the Dustmark Keep. Can't buy any new sets because I need to buy retiring sets first. Priorities. Yeah, always good to prioritize retiring sets. They do that with all the castles since Fantasy. What do you mean by that? Yeah, I mean, you got to remember too, the Bricklink Designer Program is different. They're going off of votes. There's a lot of different factors that go into it, whereas a castle directly from the Lego group is probably going to be a little bit more historically accurate to Lego castle lore itself. So the element of it being a BDP set also weighs into that pretty largely. Autism Musician says, I just want castles to come back. It's not even a category anymore on Lego. It's not. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to come back. I don't think there's any reason for it to come back. Lego is selling plenty. This was actually something that I wanted to touch on in my video the other day, but it was already way too long, so I didn't want to continue to add more stuff. But the big thing that I wanted to mention, because we are supposedly getting a new Raven Knight in the Series 30 CMFs dropping on January 1st. So Jonathan, make sure you're not doing anything on January 1st because we're going to go hunting for all of those. I'm just kidding. If Jonathan wants to hang out with anybody else or do anything else, he's more than welcome to. But I am excited for the new CMFs. There's also going to be a Squirrel Knight or a Squirrel Boy CMF that I'm also pretty excited for. So here's my take on Lego Castle. I don't think they're bringing back the theme because they're selling plenty of castles and medieval sets in the Bricklink Designer Program. I think Lego Castle is unfortunately going to be doing what we are seeing from Classic Space, where they are going to be sprinkling, Lego factions, new and modern versions of older factions into other sets, in creator sets, icon sets, GWPs like the Sea Serpent, CMFs with the collectible minifigures. And that's how us Castle fans will, have to get our fix, and Lego will gladly take our money. They know, I'm sure they are making a Raven Knight in the CMF Series 30. It is not a coincidence. Lego is paying attention to the aftermarket. That is a $60 to $70 minifig, the Tournament Knight with the Raven Knight shield from Series 20 of the CMFs that came out all those years back. That is one of the most expensive CMF minifigures to date. It is not a coincidence that Lego is bringing it back, because they're looking at the secondary market and they're like, wow, people are willing to spend $60 on one minifigure. Why don't we make a new version of this minifigure? And if somebody wants to spend $60, they can buy 12 of the newest ones that we're going to release, and we can sell 12 times the amount of minifigures. And that minifigure costs them nothing to make. And the minifigure that is retired from all those years back is something that they can't make anymore. So I think that's what they're going to do, unfortunately. And they're going to roll out new factions. I think they're going to continue to pick very exciting castle and medieval builds in the BDP. And that's just where we are for Lego Castle. Is it the best? Absolutely not. But I think we can still have fun with what we'll be able to get with the nuggets here and there, because Lego is way too laser focused on IPs and intellectual properties and trying to grab as many different franchises. Like Olivia Rodrigo is getting sets. Like Castle's not coming back anytime soon. Olivia Rodrigo is getting her guitar as a set. Yarabeth, oh my gosh, just joined as a member. Thank you so much, Yarabeth. I really appreciate you jumping in and supporting the fam. When we do that big 100-member live stream, we're going to go through the channel member thank you plates. We're going to update everybody's names and everything. Joanna's got her fancy label maker. We're going to sit here with you guys. We're going to do some channel member giveaways. It's going to be a crazy stream. So if you're a member of the channel, make sure that you are here for that stream if possible. I know of at least one cool Lego ambassador. I'm guessing you. Are you referring to yourself or maybe somebody else? Last week was zombie time for me. Got the 3-in-1 Fox kit from Amazon and a London phone booth from Walmart. Oh, there you go. Picked up some zombie stock. I avoid Lamb member reviews. You can tell they are not honest. I don't really want to get into that tonight. I mean, I think there's great independent channels, and I think there's also great ambassador channels, and there's also some not so great ambassador channels, and there's also some channels that I don't think that are great that have nothing to do with the ambassador network. So honestly, just watch who you want to watch. I do think that if you are, if you see a brand new set come out, obviously this is not a brand new set, but if you see, okay, City Line is dropping a monster truck, I think to get the best perspective on what the set actually has to offer in regards to building techniques, minifigures, the overall design aesthetic, and of course pricing. You should watch reviews if you're into watching reviews from both ambassador and independent channels. Now, unfortunately, with independent channels, you will have to wait until the set releases, so that way those creators get the sets, after they buy them, and then make the videos on their own. But I think it's worth the wait. I think there's really there's no rush to buy most sets. I mean, look at what's going on tonight. In 6 minutes, all the July 1st sets released, and there's really no reason to rush to buy any of them. So a lot of great channels out there, both ambassador and independent. You just keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate that. Perfect Stack Builds. Insider Rewards Space Poster. What is that all about? Is that a new Insider Reward? I love space, so that would be cool. Can we check that right now? Is this confirmed or... Sorry, I love classic space. So if they did drop a new poster, and I screwed up again, I forgot to get my N1 poster added to my, or one of my double points orders. I know I screwed up. So when I go make an order at some point, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, let me pull this up for everybody. That's okay. I'm getting this tonight. And then I'll probably have 2 posters in my Insider's account that I'll forget to ship. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Mission Space with the main classic spaceman. I'm assuming the light blue playing the pinball machine, and then the baby in the background. Oh, dude, that's like me and Sophia. That's awesome. I'm like a child. The most basic stuff makes me happy. And 900 points. So what is that? 900 points. That's actually not bad, right? Because 2,000 points, I looked it up. was like $15 worth of insiders points. But I mean, sorry, Joanna, we're going to be 900 points if Joanna's watching right now. We have 61,869 points. We're going to be 900 points shy of her goal here because I'm going to spend 900 on this poster. This is awesome. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Doodle Day, for calling this out. Appreciate that. I would have had no idea that this one was coming until after the stream. Picked up Dungeons and Dragons, Millennium Falcon, and Venator on double points, saving insider points to get Barad-dûr. There you go, Leanna. You got some crazy building ahead of you. John is a real fan. I don't trust LAN influencers either. Well, I appreciate it. I am a diehard Lego fan. I'm very passionate about Lego and this hobby and everything. But like I said, there's plenty of great ambassador channels out there. I think many of them are doing fantastic things. I'm friends with several ambassadors now, which is, you know, something that's really cool and special because I have been watching many ambassador channels over the last decade. But yeah, at the end of the day, just watch who you like. If you don't like me, which plenty of people have expressed that they don't like me, that's okay. You don't have to watch me. There's other channels out there that you can watch. You won't hurt my feelings. I'll just work harder to hopefully, you know, get our content pushed out to other people who do like me. Would so love for Lego to make another Icons medieval set of any kind. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Are you getting anything tonight or waiting for insiders? No, we're getting nothing tonight. I'm getting now I'm getting this poster, but then I won't have anything to ship it with because we're not buying any sets. So yeah, we're not buying anything tonight. Actually, I forgot to mention this, or I didn't forget. I just didn't feel like it was relevant. But I'm not going to the Lego store tomorrow. So if anybody, I do know there was a couple of people who wanted to meet me and Jonathan at the store. So they'll have to wait until August 1st, more than likely. But we are going to the store on July 7th for the launch of Insiders Days. But I didn't feel there was any need to go tomorrow just because there's only a handful of sets releasing. There's no general GWP. It is a little bit of a process to, you know, get everybody in the car and drive about 45, 50-ish minutes to the King of Prussia Mall. So there will be no July 1st shopping video. I guess that's my whole point. But I am planning on going to the store on July 7th. I'm going to try to get there as early as possible. I'll get a handful of the Sea Serpent GWPs if they allow me to hopefully get more than one. And then I need at least two for my collection, and I need a third one to use as a 15K giveaway. So yeah, it's going to be $180 times 3 is like $540. So gotta move some money around here, but the channel did very well in June, so that's why I feel that taking $180 out of channel money to buy a set that I can use, or a few sets that I can use to make content with, and then take that GWP and give it back to you guys, you know, to one person here in the community for free, I think is the least I can do. So I think that's going to be a very sought after GWP. Oh, what's going on, Justin? Great to see you. Just picked up the new cabinet to display my UCS Millennium Falcon. Didn't realize how big of a beast that build is. Yeah, that is a huge one. Favorite BDP set? Oh man, I've gotten this question a handful of times. It is so difficult. I actually just got the Privateer Frigate Fortuna delivered today, along with the Alchemist Shop and Sushi Restaurant. I'm like looking up at them. There's a couple that I love. I love the modular Lego store. I feel like Adventure in Transylvania is like, you know, a cop out. It's like the best BDP set. I love the Forest Stronghold. I feel like there's not enough love for the Forestmen these days. So I'm going to say that one's my favorite. I haven't had a chance to build it yet, but that one's I think my top favorite, just because there's so many cool features with like the Forestman being able to swing from one side of the set to the other. It's got so many, you know, just nice little details there. What do you think of the odds of Lego doing a second chance drop on the Alchemist Shop? I really want that one and missed the initial pre-order window. Man, Isaac, yeah, I've had a lot of people reach out to me about this set. So second chance drop for Series 6 should be happening at the end of the summer. I'm thinking August, end of August maybe. And then a second chance release for Series 7, which would include the Alchemist Shop, I think is either going to happen in January, or it could be a combined second chance drop with Series 8 and Series 7, and that wouldn't be happening until, oh gosh, Series 8 ships out in, well, we just ordered Series 8. So yeah, that wouldn't be until like early next summer. So it's going to be a while. That's the point of the story here. It's not for a while. As soon as we do get information regarding any second chance drops for Series 6 and beyond. You guys know, check the channel. As soon as I get word, I'll be dropping a video. I will say this, though. I know quite a few people who canceled their Alchemist shop. So I think Series 6 and 7 are going to have quite a few copies of many sets up for grabs. Obviously, I have no insight as to numbers or anything from the BDP, but I just, oh man, had so many people say that they canceled their sets. My Sophia was a crazy today. No nap. She is finally sleeping. Oh, that's so cool, Star Cadia. How old is your Sophia? I'm glad she's finally sleeping too. And you spell Sophia the same way we do. That's awesome. I've been checking often for the Gringotts set and signed up with the Notify Me side eyes. There you go, L. Robinson. I got my BDP antique collection set yesterday. Bigger than I thought. Yeah, it's a pretty large set. In WDC, they have set up a huge Ferris wheel. I would love to give it a go. Love amusement park rides, but it's going to be 112 degrees with the heat index, and my husband would never come along. Yeah, we are actually in the middle of going through a heat wave as well. So wherever you are in the world, stay cool. Simon says, I'm just like scrolling past. I'm trying not to highlight the comments where like people are like having conversations with each other within the chat, which I think is awesome. We've built up such a great community. I've received a number of messages saying that people have already met other people through our channel and have either done like sold a set to one another, or done trades, or helped out one another with GWPs, or exclusive minifigures. Like I think it's awesome. Like the community that we're building is really special. I wonder if the transparent neon green pieces in the pinball set are an indicator of an upcoming M-Tron or Blacktron 2 Icons remake set. Is it even the right color? Oh, I didn't even see that. To be honest, I didn't really give the pinball machine a good look. Mainly because I didn't want to trap myself into thinking that I need it, because I like it, but I'm not in love with it, and I don't know where we would put it. I love the light blue spaceman and the light blue space baby. I'm one of those suckers for classic spaceman colors with the minifigures. I don't know if those transparent elements would be an indicator, because here's the thing. Based on what we know, I mean, there were so many deep discounts for the Blacktron Renegade. The Blacktron Renegade only retired after a year, did not sell well. From the information that we were told from various Lego store employees who have access to like some of the internal numbers for sales data and everything, apparently the Galaxy Explorer did not sell very well either. So unfortunately, with Galaxy Explorer being classic space, and then Blacktron being attached to the Blacktron faction of classic space, I don't think it's looking good for any other like classic space sets. I think now Lego might be doing what they've done with Castle. Like we just saw our first classic space set get selected through the BDP with the lunar cargo train designed by Nylock. Like they may be shifting anything. It's sad, unfortunately. Like the Bricklink Designer Program might literally be the only way moving forward that we actually get non-licensed classic themes like space, castle, trains, Western, pirates, because for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like these old classic Lego themes are selling very well, being mass produced. So maybe Lego's like, hey, there's such a small niche audience now for these older themes. Most casual Lego fans, like they're going to the Lego store. They want their Bluey. They want their Olivia Rodrigo. They want their Spider-Man. They want their Batman. They want their, Star Wars. They put up a classic space set. I don't think it's going to sell well. So that could be food for thought. If anybody is a fan designer for the BDP, make a cool M-Tron set, make a cool Blacktron set, do a Ice Planet remake. Like there's so many opportunities there. And, if the lunar cargo train sells well, that could open up the door for more, classic space sets to make it through the BDP. We are going to be getting a reminder of the most desired figure for the 50th. Are you talking about the 50th anniversary of Star Wars? Yeah, apparently there's supposed to be a George Lucas minifigure coming out, which I would love. Tonight is my first month membership. Oh, there you go, Autism Musician. Thank you. Any word on the George Lucas minifig? I heard they might make one for the general public sale. I have not seen any concrete information. I've just seen like various rumors saying that one is coming. Not that no way to actually like purchase it, or if it's coming in a set or it's going to be like a GWP. If I had to guess, it's probably a part of the May 4th GWP. I think that would be the most sense to honor George Lucas and to honor the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Put it behind a paywall for May the 4th. They know it would get Lego fans and regular people, like regular Star Wars fans, to come over and spend crazy money. What's up, Evelyn? Yes, you did make it before midnight. I apologize. I'm still about 20 minutes behind here on the chat. I might get the cargo ship for 4 times points. I'm going to be doing the same, Richard. So I think that's a good plan. Picked up Milky Way Galaxy, Notre Dame, Endurance, D&D, Neuschwanstein Castle, Grand Piano, River Steamboat, Dune Ornithopter, Jaws with 9 Leonardo da Vinci GWPs. Not sure my wallet can take much more. Yeah, that is, woo. I'm sure your bank was like, Brandon, what's going on? Yeah, that's a lot, man. But congratulations. You got a lot of GWPs. I'm sure you racked up a ton of points, and you got a lot of fun building in your future. At this rate, you'll have to do the 100 members and 150 member stream back to back. LOL. Definitely the best Lego channel on YouTube, John. Congrats, brother. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Yeah, we like I don't even like the streams that I posted. They're just like placeholders. I don't even have like concrete dates yet. You know, we just hit 15K, and we're actually already halfway through or halfway to 16K, which is incredible. So we're still going to do the streams. Like we'll do separate, you know, anniversary events, you know, because here's the thing, like you never know with social media, like we could be riding like a rare wave right now. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, August could hit and people could be going on vacations, and then like, you know, viewership could go back down. You never know. So we're just going to keep pacing ourselves. We also have to be mindful of our own schedule with the baby, so that's why I can't be like, all right, you know, we're gonna live stream every night in a row for the next 2 weeks because we have all these things to talk about. I can't really do that because that wouldn't be fair to Sophia, and more importantly, it wouldn't be fair to Joanna. So that's why I'm just like, you know, pacing ourselves. We've got the first of the month live stream, we've got the Insider Days live stream coming up in you know, August. We could be doing a live stream for the second chance drop for the BDP for Series 6. So plenty of fun live streams in the future, and then, you know, the other celebration streams will just be in between. But yeah, it's a very humbling position to be in right now with running this channel, and it's all because of you guys. Best thing to do with double points or quadruple points are the gingerbread AT-ATs. Oh, that's true. Yeah, those are really, really good set. Bimmer Brick says, sheesh, it's packed in here. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in the house tonight. They do a 4 times points for the bad sets that don't sell. Sometimes, but not all the time. I mean, UCS Java Sail Barge, that went on 4 times points, and that's a pretty desired UCS set. So I think it all just depends what Lego's feeling. Diclusionist Games, what's going on? I'm not getting anything tonight, but I'll at least wait for Insider Days while slowly finishing the rebuild of Dagobah Diorama. Oh, there you go. Very nice. I just bought my first real Lego brand castle set on eBay today and earned $50 on Rakuten. There you go. Yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys destroyed our Rakuten link in June, which is greatly appreciated. I'll be showing it off at some point. Maybe we'll do like a quick studio update. We were able to acquire more tables. Obviously, we picked up the big parts collection, or I mean, not obviously if you didn't see the video, but we picked up a huge parts collection in June. So, you know, that's where most of our Rakuten funds from May and previous months went to. But yeah, the Rakuten clicks were off the charts for June, and it's very much appreciated because I actually have one really big video that I am hopefully going to be finishing tomorrow and hopefully releasing here on the channel this week. I'll just say this. It's a $1,000 build. Now, I did not pay $1,000 for this build, but if you wanted to build it now, since the sets needed for it are retired, it's a $1,000 rebrickable build. Now, we did spend about $500 on the sets, so still not a cheap project whatsoever. But when I release this video, it's just another example of the type of content that I want to bring to this channel, and just to show you guys like how grateful I am for the support, because we're working hard so I can be able to do these projects, and then in turn, hopefully you guys enjoy the videos. Took advantage of Kohl's instant $20 Kohl's cash, and at midnight got $15 in rewards added to my account, $40 in Kohl's cash plus $10 in pickup rewards. We'll have $220 and get $320 in value. Dude, that is amazing. My username here, 33. Yeah, don't sleep on Kohl's. Amazing retailer that really offers some sleeper deals. Did the sail barge come back in stock, or is it rumored to be coming back tonight? It did not come back in stock, at least as far as I know, and I don't think it's back in stock. Yeah, it's still out of stock. We checked a few minutes ago. Several sets went out of stock. We already talked about like the Dungeons and Dragons thing. So yeah, it'll be curious as soon as I see like UCS Java Sail Barge and any other weird ones like Gringotts come back in stock. I'll be happy to. I'll usually put out a blast. By the way, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, same name, Slapshot Bricks, definitely make sure to follow me over there because there are some pieces of news that come out that I don't feel are generally warranted of like a full-on video, but I will blast it out in my story. If you also have a channel or any sort of Lego page of your own, like, you know, definitely follow me over there because I do try my best to shout out and share out other people's videos and content and pictures and stuff. So yeah, definitely follow me over there if you haven't done already. We actually just gained like 200 followers in June as well. So pretty cool that some of you guys jumped over there. I have a couple of fun reels in mind for the month of July as well that I'll probably be posting. Has anyone seen the new Technic CMF builds? I have not seen them in person, but I heard they're a lot of fun. Oh, man. How do you say Mandalay 5956? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That was very nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I guess John gets a 52. Oh no, for the Rakuten, we usually get about, it depends. So for first time users, I think we get $5, and then each time somebody uses it that signed up with our link, I think we get like $1.21 or something. But every penny counts, so it all adds up. So I really appreciate you guys using it. Yeah, Sail Barge is still out of stock. John, Brickhive might be your mind speaking out, but with his mouth. Yeah, he says a lot of things like I would love to say, but like, you know, I'm not I'm not as adventurous as him, and we like to keep it positive. But you know, sometimes there are things that happen where I'm like, that's a bummer. But no, he's a great dude. Hey, what's up, hiker? It's 94 million degrees here in Michigan. Yeah, it's pretty hot over here in Pennsylvania. Not buying tonight, but using you. I appreciate that, hiker. We are not buying anything either. Tam Mully, oh my gosh, what's going on? Dropping the $5 super chat. Says, hey, John, I am a Lego newbie this year. I have learned so much from your channel. This is my favorite Lego channel. Guys, that means so much. A lot of people have said that just tonight. And, you know, there's a lot of other really good channels out there. So I'm striving to be like top 20. So favorite Lego channel is definitely a high bar. So thank you so much, Tam Mully. I really appreciate the extra support too. I ordered the new K-pop Demon Hunters Derpy Tiger set the day it went live. Just got a mail that it is now back ordered, even though the Lego site still lists it as a pre-order. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with the Lego site right now in terms of pre-orders. I typically do not, I don't pre-order Lego sets. Like, there's really no need to, in my opinion, because if you want a set, I know you'll get it like day of. Like, if you pre-order a set, usually you'll get it like the first, or even you might get it like a day before it actually releases, just based on the mailing system. But I would rather just wait, because if you're going to pay full price for a Lego set, you might as well just get like a GWP or points or something like that. So that's why we typically don't pre-order. Oh my gosh, did you drop 2 of them? Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. I enjoy your content. Well, I really appreciate the double super chat there. You totally did not have to drop the second one if you were just trying to write a message. But thank you, Mandalay. It really means a lot. I'm glad that so many of you guys are enjoying our videos. Larry says, probably going to wait a few days for the Old Town to get the Sea Serpent GWP and get all of the new One Piece sets in August. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people excited for the new One Piece sets coming out. The Koenigsegg Sadair Spear Steering Wheel GWP is live. Yes, absolutely, Christian. It is now after midnight, so it is live. Working on Adventures in Transylvania right now. Oh, very nice, Jeffrey. I love the CMF, but that level of FOMO is going to be bad. Yeah, January is going to be rough. Definitely get that scanner app ready. Unfortunately, it's going to be like a scalper's paradise. Like, I think people are unfortunately going to be hoarding that Raven Knight, and like, I want to get a couple to like customize and, you know, use for a fun video and everything. But here's the thing, I just like we did with the Wolfpack Beastmasters, if we're able to get our hands on a bunch of Raven Knight CMFs, I'll be more than, you know, happy to either hook people up here in our community or do some giveaways with them, because I know not everybody has the time, or, you know, I can make videos, like I can go hunt and shop at various stores. Like I could, you know, grab Sophia if she's in a good mood. Like we can literally hit up like 12 Walmarts if we really wanted to, right? And we can go around and hunt as much as we can. But I know not everybody can do that. And I also know that, we're in a very, fortunate position, but we do use Lego to make content and, on top of collecting. So it's not like I'm going around taking up all these minifigures and being like, oh, I'm going to flip them all and make money off the community. No, absolutely not. I would never do that. But if I do find extras, I always make sure when there's a popular minifig to always leave at least one behind for the next person. And then if we get extras, be happy to do giveaways. I agree about Lego Castle. We get enough through Bricklink and the sprinkling here and there and the GWP. Yeah, it's just where we are. I think here's the thing. The truth of reality is if Lego brought back a castle theme, I don't think it would sell well. I really don't. I think castle fans would be excited, but I think castle fans, just like most people, like our budgets are not bottomless. And I think most castle fans like other things too. It's not like they just do Lego Castle. Like I do Castle and Star Wars and City and Marvel and DC and like all these other things, so there's plenty of Lego that we like. And I think if Lego was to lose a lot of their licenses, they can always fall back on their own nostalgic, homegrown classic themes. But for right now, like they have contractual obligations that they need to keep producing sets with all these licensed characters and themes, so they can uphold those licenses and keep making money. Throw Raven Knight on Pick a Break. Oh man, that would be amazing. Lego won't go hard in the classic Pirates space unless they have to, because IP themes already fill a lot of slots. Yeah, there's so much IP right now. Oh my gosh, Leanna dropping $50. Holy smokes, you're the first channel I've ever joined and excited to be a part of the Slapshot Bricks family. Wishing you all the success with your channel. Holy smokes, Leanna. Thank you so much for dropping that. That is a lot of money. Seriously, that's a lot of money. That's a pretty nice set nowadays. So thank you so much, Leanna. The kind words is just unbelievable. Truth be told, like today was like a perfect example. Like I had the opportunity. Sophia was good. I gave her a little treat, so she was snacking and she was happy. And I was like, you know what, I could do an extra video here and get this out for everybody. So I just want to make sure everybody has as much information as possible, especially with the sales, so you guys can make the best decisions possible, because everybody's got different budgets. Everybody's got different sets that they want to get. And Lego does encourage quite a bit of FOMO with the sets retiring, with GWPs and everything. So I think, if we can get more knowledge and information out there, same thing, like Bricklink Designer Program, literally like FOMO, just in a nice, present with a huge bow on it. The sets only go live for a week. And then once they go live, literally thousands of people find out about the program and they're like, oh, I can't buy this. I missed out on the pre-order window. If I would have known, I would have bought one. And I just see it happen series after series after series after series. So, I love making all of this content on top of making like building content. Like there's so many things that we want to do. We want to get the Lego City off the ground at some point. So every dollar is huge. And Leanna, that was truly just unbelievably generous of you. So thank you. Sappy says, not a big Star Wars guy, but Jabba's sail barge is really cool and my favorite part of the series. It is really cool. When it comes to the trilogies, like original trilogy is second for me. It's a prequel trilogy, but the UCS sail barge, actually, I don't know if he's watching tonight, but shout out to Sean from ACOB. I was actually not excited for the UCS sail barge when it was coming out. And then he was fired up on it. He was like, this is literally like the best set that Lego's ever going to make. And then he actually got one gifted to him from my personal favorite Lego creator here in the space, which is Shy Time Is My Time. He is the man. He is, in my opinion, he is like the best Lego ambassador. Like the fact that he gets sets and then he builds them or makes content with them and then gives them away for the most part. I think he's given away every single set that he's gotten through the Lego Ambassador Network. And I just think that's so special that, he's doing his part, fulfilling what he needs to do on the ambassador side from the Lego group in terms of marketing. But then afterwards, he's allowing other people to experience the hobby for free, essentially. So he actually gifted his sail barge to Sean. And Sean like just showed it off and built it and everything. And it's a beautiful set. So they single-handedly like turned me and I was like, I might have to get the job of sail barge, but I'm really hoping it comes back in stock at some point. And I think it will. I'm not too concerned about it. We'll figure out it one way or another. Yeah. Leanna. Yeah. I was super generous for sure. Absolutely. You need some land review to get a preview of the BDP before these drop. Yeah. So, all right. So, really quick in regards to that, if I could talk directly to Bricklink, which could be happening pretty soon. Potentially, there have been some people that have reached out who have said some very nice things about our channel from Bricklink. So if anybody from Bricklink is watching, I really appreciate what you guys have said about us. I love Bricklink. I love the Bricklink Designer Program, especially. But I do think there is a gap. And unfortunately, the gap is that, independent channels aren't able to review the sets, obviously, before they go out live for pre-order. There are several ambassador channels who do get the sets before the pre-order goes live. But I do think it's kind of a bummer that there isn't anybody out there from an independent standpoint who's able to review the set. So I don't know if there's a way, like if I could work something out with Bricklink and be like, hey, for instance, let's use the lunar cargo train that's coming out for series 11. If they come out with the price and they say, hey, the lunar cargo train is $260. If there was a way that I could pay Bricklink and say, hey, I'm going to get this set regardless, right? But if I can give you my $260 now and you send me the rough version of the set before it's refined, that way I can make a video on it. I can let people in our community know if it's a good set or not, do something cool with it. That set in particular, like I would love to take some other spacemen and create like a fun story, go through all the details and the specifics of it and let people know like, hey, I think you should go out and pre-order this. Or, well, it's hard with those sets because if you say like, oh, don't pre-order it, then there's no really opportunity for a sale or anything. But like I would caution people like, only pre-order this if you're okay with, this functionality or this limitation or the fact that there's digital instructions, or it could just be like an all-star seller set and be like, yep, I paid $260 for it. I think it's awesome. You guys should go do the same thing and pre-order it next week. So I think there is a gap there in terms of reviews. I don't know if that's something that Bricklink would ever explore or be interested in doing. But if I do ever get the chance to talk to Alex Kostelic or anybody, high up in the Bricklink team, I would love to just float that by them and just say, hey, I know you got these great ambassadors that you work with. Is there a way that you could work with a non-ambassador? I don't know if that's something they're even allowed to do through Lego. But, regardless, we're going to keep talking about the BDP, promoting the BDP, working with fan designers. I've had the really great opportunity. We actually do have several fan designers who have had sets selected through the BDP that reached out to me and asked if they could come on the channel during a live stream or if we could do like an interview. And I was like, yeah, of course, that would be unbelievably cool content. So yeah, we're going to be doing some really awesome stuff BDP wise over the next year. Why is Lego selling arbitrary items? Like, how have they not learned after the terrible Star Wars set release? Not sure what you mean by this, Pre-Bizla. I love your logo, by the way. Should I get the Sadair spear and sell the GWP for a net cost of maybe $330? You could. I would go into the store tomorrow, Steph. That way you get the GWP in hand, because in order to get the most money for the GWP, like you want to sell it like right away. Like you want to hit the aftermarket as quickly as possible. So that way you can get the most money. Yeah, it's $450. You'd probably be looking at $100 after fees. I think 120 might be a little bit high based on what I've seen, but you could probably clear 100 for it if you sell it on like eBay, for example. All right, I am still super behind, but that's just what we're doing. There's still 300 people here, so I guess you guys are okay with me being a little bit behind in the chat. I'm trying to highlight, there's a lot of great comments, a lot of great conversation here. Deanna says, but the fountain garden, or bought the fountain garden at the flea market, missing 3 bags, hoping that they will still have the parts because it was retiring. You got a fountain garden at the flea market? I'm not sure which flea market you're referring to. All Lord of the Rings sets went on back order. That theme really sells for Lego. Yeah, I don't know why they don't release smaller Lord of the Rings sets. I think they would sell like crazy. 61-year-old kidult, you're fine, John. All right, that makes me feel good. Perfect stack builds. Thank you. Slapshot Bricks, LOL. I don't like the people who don't like you. Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. It is what it is. Like I don't know. Like some people have said that I think it comes from the fact that I am like anti-Lego investing. People, I guess they want to hear, like I talk about pricing and I talk about retirement dates and I talk about the potential for sets to go up on the aftermarket, but I think people misinterpret that. And I think they think that that I'm trying to help like investors, or I'm trying to help people make money. And that's not really what I'm doing. I'm kind of doing the opposite. Like I want to help people be able to get sets for a deal, stay within budget, and get sets specifically that I think are going to go up in value, because I want people to get them before they become more expensive, and people then may have to buy them for more on the aftermarket. So I think I get some hate from those people who maybe are looking for a channel to come over to and be like, oh, this person's talking about retirement dates and potential for going up in value on the aftermarket. Like, yeah, this, can I make money off Lego? And like, you can. There's no denying that. There's plenty of things that do go up in value that you can make money on. GWPs, you can make money on those. But that's not why we're in the hobby. Like, we're not Lego investors. I'm not looking to make a quick buck. I'm not looking to make money long term. I am investing in joy and happiness, when it comes to Lego, in the form of, buying these products, which are toys at the end of the day, and enjoying them for our own, our own well-being. Like, we love this hobby. One question I have, as you starting your Lego city, when do you know when it's complete? When you run out of space, or when your vision of it is complete? So that's really interesting that you say that. Dilutionist games. So we've gotten this, or like a similar variation of this question, a few times. So what we are envisioning, or like what our plan is for our Lego city, is that essentially it will never be complete, because this is our forever home. This is the studio that we plan on like building out, and making it like as nice as possible. We also have plans to renovate the second floor so we can at least expand upward and everything. But no, the Lego city essentially will never be complete. Even if we run out of space, which it would take a long time for us to run out of space, if it gets to that point, then we're just going to literally lean on you guys here in the community and be like, okay, like we have, our city is going to be 500 base plates conservatively, and we need to pull out 3 buildings because there's other modulars coming out, or there's a new castle coming out, or there's a new roller coaster. Like, we're always going to be like, updating and invigorating and, reinventing certain areas of the city. And that's where you guys as our community are going to be having a direct hand in all of that. So the city will never be complete. Long story short, we're always going to be changing things up and moving things around, which I think will keep it fresh and exciting, Oh, Joanna says that won't happen. Our city will not get filled. So there you go. The city's not going to get filled. I mean, we have a lot of sets in our collection, but yeah, it's going to take a long time to get there. And just like I was talking about earlier in the stream, like this channel, like we're taking it little bit at a time. We're pacing ourselves, and I think that's the best way to do it. After May 4th, Rakuten 15%, June double points, Bricklink Series 7 and 8, second chance for Series 5. I'm broke. Me too sometimes. Oh man, you shouldn't have dropped the $4.99. I feel so bad, but I really appreciate the support. Yeah, it's been a crazy few months, but hopefully you were able to save some money there. I really appreciate the $5 super there. Will they have sales in store on the 7th? They should, Anna Rivera, but I will confirm in the Insider Days Buyer's Guide. I will give you guys all the information. Oh, Joanna just finished watching her show. She said she remembered that I was live. See, at least Joanna supports the channel. She just doesn't watch the channel. It's okay. We'll get there. Your Lego city will never be complete as long as there's imagination in your heart. Yeah, exactly, Velvet. 100%. Like, we're always going to be, changing things around. It's going to be exciting. Well, my sweet Lego fans, Slapshot Bricks party people, this person needs to take herself up to bed. Have a grand time building all of your Lego. Great thing about being a double amp. Man, Paula, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Paula, I have not had a chance to write you back for your email. I do want to carve out a few minutes and hopefully speak to you on the phone, because you were very kind in what you are offering towards the channel. And I just want to make sure, if you're still here, I know this was 30 minutes ago. So she might not still be here anymore. But anyway, if she is and she catches the replay, Paula, I really appreciate you. And I do want to find some time. Hopefully we can briefly have a short conversation on the phone and go from there. Best BDP, Mountain Fortress. Oh man, Mountain Fortress was pretty good as well. Yeah, everybody say goodnight to Paula. She is the best. Insider reward plus keychain. Otherwise, they do expire if they are limited and you don't get all your points back. Yeah, hopefully they go back to doing poly bags and minifigures and small builds for May 4th GWPs. 100% chance for Series 6 and 7. Yeah, it's coming. Travis says last week of August for Series 6. It probably will be around there. Oh, man. Paula dropping a $20 super says, happy trails to all. I'm so happy to find this channel. John and all rocket all the way. Stay inside during the heat wave if you are in the area of hot. Yeah, it's going to be crazy hot. I know. Yeah, I'm 30 minutes behind. I'm working on it. All right, we're going to start powering through here. Thank you, Paula. Have a great night, and we will talk to you soon. Need all 5 sets when Series 6 redrops. All right, well, I'm going to do my best for you, Sappy, to get that information on the redrop as soon as we get it. Steven coming in. Oh, my gosh, Steven just joined. We got another new channel member, Down Under, coming in. Thank you so much, Steven. Really appreciate you joining the channel. We've got Hot Wheels Shenanigans. I want to buy the arcade machine. Don't know if I should wait for a sale or just buy it. Definitely wait. There is no reason to buy it tonight. Anyone else poster not being added to the cart? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I want that poster. So if there's issues with the poster, that's not good. Price aside, the Boba Fett is a nice addition to the series. It's good. I'm not like, I love Boba Fett. He's actually my favorite Star Wars character. I'm just not in love with that set yet for some reason. But then again, I wasn't in love with the buildable Iron Man, and now it's growing on me. So we'll see. I'm so sorry I missed out on the BDP Mountain Fortress. I'm new to BDP, but I didn't miss out on Dustmark. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Dustmark is beautiful. Joanna hates the sail barge. I'm so sorry that it's on the screen. I'll go back to the pinball machine so Joanna doesn't have to look at the sail barge. Yeah, here's the brand new arcade pinball machine. What does Joanna think of this? What do you think of this, babe? Is this a good one? I'm not in love with it, so you'll probably like it because we disagree sometimes on Lego sets. I'm part of that problem, not gonna lie. I only get Sonic, Batman, and Zelda. I wish I cared more about unlicensed Lego because there's so much, but I don't know, they just aren't as cool. And that's okay. Like, everybody's got their own thing, but yeah, licensed right now is definitely way more popular than unlicensed. I like the unlicensed because you can customize, you can give characters their own name. Like, if you got a Batman minifigure, like, it's Batman. You can't be like, oh, this is, you know, I don't know, pointy ear man. Like, it's Batman. The Pan Am plane is double points if anyone's interested. Oh, really? Oh, I did want that one, but I was planning on buying that during Insider Days. Oh man, is this going to be on double points during Insider Days? Because if that's the case, that'd be pretty sweet to get this in the Insider, or excuse me, in the Sea Serpent GWP. Put the church on the screen. Kate and I are not in love. 6.5 out of 10. Okay. The church? You mean like Sagrada? This is Joanna's. This is the only set she cares about for 2026 here. This is the only one that matters. Adult fan of John. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Rion Brick says, hey, Slapshot fam, just popping in and out. It's 2 p.m. here, and I'm at work. Good to see you, Rion. Thank you so much for jumping in. Just heads up, Douglas DC 3 p.m. Pan Am airliner is double points. Oh, very nice. When will the best time to buy the Icons bicycle and or the Snoopy set? Probably later this year for the November Insider Days. Not going to be any big sales on those just yet because they just came out for June 1st. We all have a few IP sets. LOL. Lego knows what we like. It's very true. It's very true. It came back at Target today, the UCS sail barge. Oh, that's good to know, Bricknology. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. For June, I got the vending machine and a used Avengers Tower for 500 Australian. Can't wait to rebuild it with lights and review. Are you still going to get the Avengers Tower in the future? Yes, that is the plan. I am very grateful to you guys because we were actually able to pick up not one, but 2 copies of the X Mansion. So I have scheduled in my planner that, right, the Pan Am plane is amazing, babe. I want that plane so bad. Sagrada's 10 out of 10. Yeah, absolutely. It's 10 out of 10. But she's texting me, by the way. Joanna's texting me. She's in the house watching the stream. My plan is in August, I'm going to be doing a double X Mansion. So using both copies to upscale it, which is something that I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great project. I actually just rescued our modular Daily Bugle. It was in storage, or like, you know, in the moving boxes here. I busted it all out. I put it back together, and man, that is a great Marvel modular building. If you don't have the Daily Bugle, man, I highly recommend it, and it's still available from Amazon. I think Best Buy is doing some sort of sale on the Dalmatian set tomorrow at 11 a.m. on their app. Oh, that's good to know, Yarabeth. I'll have to check that out. Can you explain how to use insider points towards buying sets? For instance, can you redeem as many points as you want in one order, or are points capped per order? Well, you can't use more points. Like if the set is actually, so we got Sagrada on screen right now. If you have 8, and it's $800. If you have like $1,000 worth of points, like obviously you can only use up to $800 in points because that's the cost of the set. But no, you can use as many points as you want. Right before you go to checkout, as long as you are logged into your insider point or insider account, it'll give you an option right underneath the price of the set in the checkout area. It will say like, hey, do you want to slide this bar over and use any of your points? And same thing when you go in store, I believe Lego store employees are actually required now to ask you at checkout if they see that you have points in your insider account, if you would like to use any of your points. So you can use your points in store and online. It's super easy to do. I don't know if there's a way I can do it without revealing our address, but it's really easy. Literally underneath the, like when you go to check out for a set, you can just apply as many points as you would want. Sale bars in stock tonight? No, not unfortunately. You're already top 20 at least. Thank you, Bloomless. I appreciate that. There's a lot of channels out there. Like you guys forget. There's like hundreds, if not thousands, of Lego channels. Let's get the likes up to 160 and beyond. Ready, set, go. What's up, Moon Shoes? Moon Shoes is one of the best people here in our community, man. He is like number 1 or number 2 in terms of like first commenters for like all of our videos. Oh, ACOB is in the building. What's going on, Sean? Everyone better grab the barge, the greatest and most important set of our lives. Yeah, you convinced me. I was on the fence, but because of you guys, I definitely want to get the barge at some point. Great to see you in the house tonight. Jono Go says One Piece feels so overpriced. Is that just me? No, it is not you. A lot of IPs right now are really overpriced. Aguilat says, well, sucks I gotta go, but I just got real busy. Bye. Nice hanging out with you guys. See you later, John. Give my regards to Sophia and Joanna. We definitely will. I really appreciate all you guys looking out for my wife and amazing daughter. You guys are the best. Yeah, nothing for me either. Did my shopping on the Double Points event, stacked on Rakuten, then swiped the Apple card. I got Apple Cash back. Next on the list is some August releases. There you go, Jesse. The Koviat says, I'll be skipping Insider Days as I've spent quite a bit on Lego in the first half of 2026, catching up on some modulars I have missed. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Honestly, guys, like if you take the rest of the summer off, if you took the next 3 months off, even like 4 or 5 months, like if you didn't buy anything again until Black Friday, like I don't think you'd be missing out on a lot, if that makes sense. Like you might miss out on a handful of GWPs, but I mean, I know a lot of people are tapped out and they're not able to get the Sea Serpent, but I think the Sea Serpent will still be like, $40 or $50 on the aftermarket, which is still a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, like spending 40 or 50 on a GWP is a lot better than having to spend 180 and potentially like, strapping yourself unnecessarily as far as your budget goes for a few months, So I don't think you'll be missing much. I think there's going to be a lot of sales throughout the summer, but that's why I say like make a wish list, only focus on the sets that are going to bring you the most joy. But the number one thing, like even if you have your wish list, like budget comes first. It's budget, then wish list. Then you look at all the sales and deals. And if the sales and deals make sense for your budget and your wish list, then you can go forward. Or then my recommendation is that then you go forward and, buy or not buy, what works for you. Bricklink Series 8 has a stranglehold on my fall Lego budget, but I can't wait to build Dustmark in the university. Only 4 more months till November. Yeah, it's going to be is that true? Only 4 more months? It's 7 months. Oh, yeah, I guess technically. Yeah, it's only 4 more months. Jonathan is building a Star Wars. I asked him if he would like to build a set. He's not building a set for a video. Well, it's for a video later, but he's building a set. He's having fun, right, Jonathan? You having fun?
Always.
He made it sound like he was required to say that. He's building because he wants to build. I'm not forcing. No one is forced to build when they come in our studio. There's plenty to build, though. Looking to get the Ninjago anniversary set, the last one, plus the Star Wars mech from the movie. Oh, there you go, Jesse. Very nice. Crazy Hobby Girl says, no, I fell asleep. I even put an alarm to watch. It's okay. That's what the replay is for, Picked up the Coniseg, couldn't pass up the GWP. There you go, Brandon. Congratulations. I do want the sea serpent, but I may just buy it on the secondary market. Don't know if I can reach the threshold to get it. Yeah, a lot of people are in that position. It's a high threshold for sure. $180 is steep. Sail barge is the best set of our lives. It is a big one. I don't know if it's the best set of our lives, but it's definitely up there. I'll give you a top 10. Crazy Hobby Girl becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. Man, a lot of great people still in the house tonight. And yeah, happy Canada Day to all our friends up in the Great White North. July 1st, I just found out, is Canada Day. Hashtag Barge Boys Forever. You guys are going ham. You guys are having fun. The Colorado Crafter. Yeah, what's going on? Great to see you in the house tonight. Jeff says, great stream as always, bud. Keep being amazing, but I need to head to bed. My son has a ball hockey tournament all day tomorrow. Good night, all. Sounds good, Jeff. Good luck in the tournament. Thanks for coming out tonight. Fountain Garden is retiring, and I'm missing 3 bags, and I'm worried the parts will retire. Also, if there's specific parts. Yeah, Deanna, if you ordered that set from Lego and it's missing 3 bags, like call customer support right in the morning tomorrow, like ASAP. Like I would do that before you even have your coffee, because if you bought a set from Lego and it's missing 3 bags worth of parts, I have never heard of that being the case before. I've heard several people say that they've been missing like a handful of pieces here and there. Joanna, what set was it when she was? Oh, when Joanna got the old fishing store, she was actually missing her captain's hat for the minifigure in that set. But that's like the only part that I can ever think of that we've been missing from Lego. So if you were missing 3 bags, like that is wild. So I would definitely reach out to customer support. Have I thought of doing a build with you? No, Darcy, but yeah, we are planning on doing some more build live streams where we can definitely make that happen. Have you seen Robin Hood Bricks? He has the most insane Lego city in details. I have not. I will have to check that out. Josh, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, Joanna, she did cry with the captain's hat. No, Sean does not get actually, he might. Sean from ACOP, he might get a commission every time someone buys a sail barge. He might. Clutch Fire Bricks, what's going on? I saw the designer for the D&D set uploaded a free rebrickable for his own set. I wasn't planning on getting a second set, but now I think I need one, hoping for a deal during Insider Days. Yeah, I saw that. It's actually a really cool model. I like briefly contemplated. I was like, oh, I could build that. But no, I have so many other projects on my plate right now. And that's an expensive one. Like 360 is a lot to shell out for like just going into it with the planning, like with the plans to rebuild a rebrickable model. So if you do build that Clutch Fire Bricks, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. You need a church for your city, Miss Joanna. Yeah, we will probably have one at some point, but Sagrada is coming home. This is the most important set of Joanna's life. Sagrada Familia right here. My B-Day is the 28th. My fam got me the Creel House, Cullen House, and Helicarrier. Returned them to Target next day and rebought them at the Lego store for double points on top of the sets I got myself. Oh, there you go. Hey, you got to maximize the deals and discounts, especially for your birthday. Possible to run out of space. You, sir, have tempted the fates. I mean, there's a lot of space in here. Is it impossible that we'll run out? No, I mean, we'll probably run out at some point, but that's thankfully, like, we have the whole second floor that eventually, we want to renovate and make just as nice as this first floor. I think what will end up happening is the second floor will be like more casual. We're thinking about putting like a bedroom up there, and there will be Lego up there, obviously, but I think we might just do like shelving and like more displays. Whereas like the first floor will always just be the city. I think that's the plan. Some BDP designers make videos promoting their entries, but those videos are hard to find since you have to follow hundreds of designers. It would be great if there was a channel that aggregated them. Yeah, that's what we're hoping to be, Yoho. I don't know if that's something that Bricklink will be interested in doing, but yeah, I mean, the designers, some of them do put out high quality videos for their own designs, but if they themselves don't have a big following, or even if they do have a big following, it's different because you'll be biased too. You'll be like, oh, you should buy this because it's a great set. And also I designed it and here it is, so then I think there's also that aspect. But if I can come in as a fully, and not just me, there's other channels too, like Building Together, like Colin over there, like he does a great job reviewing sets, like Chris Bricks, like he's another great independent channel. So it's not just like, oh, I want to review them because I'm great. Like, no, there's plenty of other independent channels out there who could do a really good job. It's just, I do think that we need with everything going on right now in just the Lego world and where we find ourselves with increasing prices. And I mean, if you guys saw the comment section from the recent BDP video that I just posted, I mean, people are very passionate about the BDP. So that's why I think we need independent voices who can just, offer their perspective. So that way, as customers and fans of the BDP, before you go into a pre order window, you know exactly where you stand. Like you can get the ambassador perspective, you can get the designer perspective, and you can get an independent perspective. And then that way it could help you make the best decision possible for whatever set you're looking to pre-order. So, and of course, yeah, selfishly, it would be freaking cool to get a set early that I would, like I said, I would go to Bricklink and be like, hey, I would take my money. Like I want to pay for it. Don't send it to me for free. I want to pay for it because I'm going to buy one anyway. It would just be like an awesome experience and unique opportunity to work with Bricklink in that regard. I don't know if there is a way to do it, but hopefully that conversation is something that can be had at some point soon. Do you think there's any hope for new non-licensed themes? I know it's a long shot, but I'd love to see Cyberpunk. Digging the late stream, by the way. It's awesome listening while I build my Arctic Explorer. Oh, man, I love that set. I'm so excited to build mine. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, no. I don't see like some themes. I think there's like a shred of a chance, but Cyberpunk, yeah, like 0% chance. I mean, never say zero, but never say never. But I think your best bet with Cyberpunk is like, speaking of Bricklink Designer Program, like one of those sets squeaking through in that. As far as like anything that we can hope to see directly from Lego, oh yeah, I also thank you, Joanne. I also just want to make it clear again, like we have no, we're not trying to be Lego ambassadors, by the way. This is just what I just said and talked about was just specifically, trying to work with the BDP, but not like as an ambassador. So I don't know if they'll be able to do that. But in regards to Cyberpunk, the last that I have on that is we may see like a Cyberpunk style minifigure that might squeak through in one of these unlicensed CMF series. But outside of that, I don't think, unfortunately, not. It's just something too niche. I thought the pinball scene looks like a bootleg Lego. The pinball scene, like the pinball set. I think it looks. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Josh. Surprised Lego hasn't tried to do more non-licensed themes or push them more, as it would save them tons of money avoiding licensing rights. I don't think they sell as well, Patty, unfortunately, as licensed themes. Licensed themes are, I think, easier to move right now. If you look at a lot of companies, like what they're doing, Hasbro, Mattel, like Funko, like all these other companies, right? Like they rely on their licenses to sell products with characters and universes and already established brands that people know of. If they, it's just so much easier to sell it too. Like, look at the big Spider-Man movie coming out this month here in July. It'll be a lot easier for them to sell Spider-Man sets than if like all these other big movies were coming out and Lego was like, hey, we have a new haunted house. Like, you should come buy it. Like, there's no like I just feel like with licensed characters and pop culture, like you have built-in hype from things that are already happening, like movies and TV shows and comic books and all this stuff that's being released. So it's kind of just a much easier business model for Lego to rely and partner with these other big companies that are already putting out content, when they can just put out a physical toy or collectible that goes along with it, and people go see the Spider-Man movie, and then they go to Target and they're like, I want to buy that new Spider-Man set because I love Spider-Man and I just saw the movie and now I want to build Spider-Man for my collection. So it's just like an easy win-win-win. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up pretty soon here. Mr. 2D2 says, or MR2D2 says, double points ended just before Insider Days. Yes, it did, but there are going to be certain sets that will be on double points and quadruple points for the Insider Day event. So I did drop a small update today on the channel, but stay tuned for the rest of the details when we get them. Any plans on doing another castle for the channel? Yeah, I have like 7 or 8 castles that I'd like to build for the channel. Just castles are big. They take a long time to build. And yeah, it's just, I'm trying to do like a balanced content palette for you guys. Actually, it's not even like, well, I mean, it's for you guys, but it's also for me. Like, I like a lot of things. So we're going to be dabbling back and forth between Marvel, DC, Star Wars, City, Disney, a lot of different themes, castle and we've got a lot of cool projects for Halloween in October. We're already like planning ahead for like our Christmas projects. I got a ton of the other video series that you guys, I mean, I got a lot of good feedback on the Fast and Furious video, which I wasn't planning on doing another Fast and Furious video anytime soon, but now I'm like, oh man, that video did really well. It's almost at 20,000 views, and a lot of people really said they enjoyed it. So I might try to put together another one of those before the end of the year. So yeah, I'm trying to dabble in a lot of different things to keep everybody on their toes. So I used points for big buys like BDP for like taxes or such. Yeah, that's smart. Absolutely. Are there Insider Day deals mostly towards underperforming sets? I want to get the Milky Way set, but I think that's been selling well. It seems to be a mixture. Some sets don't sell as well, and that's, Lego trying to sell more of those and offer points and everything. But yeah, it's been a mixture. So we'll see what they end up doing for Insider Days. Yeah, we don't have all the details yet, but when we get the rest, I'll be happy to share with you guys. Your points are displayed on your page in the upper right-hand corner. I love your content. Great channel. Yeah, they are. We have 61,000 points. Actually, Joanna wasn't here, as I just found out. So Joanna's watching from the house. They actually just released a really cool classic space poster, Joanna, that I will be redeeming 900 of our points for tonight. So please forgive me. We will be reducing our 61,869 points by about 900. So that will leave you with about 61,000 points to put towards your Sagrada Familia. But our goal by November 1st, so Joanna can buy the Sagrada Familia day one, is to try to earn $800 worth of points. So that's the goal. And hopefully we'll be able to achieve it by the end of the year while staying within budget, of course. But yeah, thank you for the kind words, Leslie. Elf, what's going on? I won't have money to pick anything again until Black Friday after Serpent. Walked past the Arctic Explorer for 111 at Target this weekend and wept a little inside, but kept walking. Oh, man, 111 is a good deal for that, especially since it just sold out on Lego.com. Josh says, Jonathan, blink if you're being forced to build. Oh, God. I just asked. Well, he was looking around, and his daughter Kate was here. She was building a set, so I was like, "Hey, you want to build something?" And he was like, "Oh, I know." Like, he was actually the one being kind. He was like, "I know you got most of this stuff tabbed out for videos," and I was like, "Dude, we got tons of stuff. Like, let me just grab something." And then Jonathan likes Star Wars, and actually, Jonathan's been having a hard year because Star Wars has not put out anything. Right? Have you been excited about any set? He hasn't been excited for a single Star Wars set this year. And it's not looking good for the rest of the year either. So that's good for your wallet. Yeah, not good for your heart. So anyway, he's building the Playscale E-Wing that came in the Shin Hati and New Republic E-Wing 2-pack from a couple years ago from the Ahsoka series. So Mr. Fluffy says, my grandfather was a Pan Am pilot, so the DC-3 is a must for me. Just not sure when. If I could get that set, the Serpent, the rumored airplane, and maybe double points or quadruple points score. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I really love the DC-3. It is beautiful. The FOMO is real stress on retiring. Yeah, it's rough. I'm gonna have to get rid of some furniture in order to fit the new Super Star Destroyer if rumors are true. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on that. I don't know, because that's another expensive UCS set. At a certain point, like, does everything need to be UCS? Like, I love Playscale. I don't know if everything needs to be UCS. Do you see non-subscriber chats? Yeah, absolutely. If you are not a channel member, don't drop a super chat. Like, we've been reading everybody's chat tonight, or as many people as I can. So if you drop something that I missed, I apologize, Mike, but I am I'm not bad. I'm only 10 minutes behind in the chat here, so I've caught up quite a bit. John is secretly Santa's son, and instead of elves, he brings in people like Jonathan to do his Lego building. No. I'm not like MRR Productions. I build my own sets and everything. But that's why my reviews and other videos take longer. No shade on Ryan. Ryan's a great dude, amazing channel. But I was shocked like 2 years ago when he revealed that he didn't have time to build his sets anymore for his reviews. I was like, oh, man, I could never do that. Like, how can you throw up a review of a set that you haven't built? So hopefully Ryan can figure out some more time in his schedule and move some stuff around and start building sets, because I feel like that's the whole point of Lego. If you're not building, what are you doing? Man, the old fishing store is my white whale. Thought I'd have to order all of the brown off Pab, wouldn't I? Yeah, I mean, you might have. I mean, it might be the best way to do it, because I think Joanna can correct me if I'm wrong with the old fishing store, but I think she had a couple pieces break on that due to the old brittle brown. I can't remember if it was that set or if it was a different set. So if you order new brown parts, the reddish brown from Pab, then you shouldn't have that problem. So that'd be good. Calling it a night. Always a pleasure hanging out. Oh, thank you so much, Perfect Stack Builds. I appreciate you jumping in and being so active in the chat tonight. Is Lego releasing a Godzilla build? Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be the Black Friday set. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Will the Sagrada or Lord of the Rings set gain the most value long term? I'm not the person to ask for that, Patty. I'm not really, like I said earlier, I'm not a Lego investor. I don't, look at sets expecting them to go up. I would say this, though. I would not invest or bank on any sets $500 and up going up in value, especially since some of these larger $500 sets or 500 and up sets are going to be on shelves. Like Sagrada Familia might be on the shelves for the next decade. So we don't buy Lego for financial value. We buy it for personal enjoyment. I meant maybe the Sagrada is going in your city. It might. It's micro scale, so I don't know how it would look. We'll see. We're used to that, Joy. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I love interacting with you guys. So if I don't know, I just feel like less people would chat or be here if I didn't read in as many comments and interact with as many people as I did. I feel like people enjoy the going back and forth. And here's the thing, it comes from personal experience. Like, I've watched so many channels over the years where I commented on their channel or I went into their live stream and I was ignored or not answered, and it was frustrating. So now it's kind of a thing that I've made a priority when it comes to our channel with videos and live streams to make sure that we recognize as many people as possible. I will say this, none Lego brands are making a lot of Cyberpunk. At some point, people will jump ship to find their needs. Yeah, there are some third-party companies like Lumibricks and some other brands that are making Cyberpunk, so there's options there. Yeah, Velvet took the words right out of my mouth. Lumibricks does Cyberpunk, no stickers, and there's also lights. There you go. I can't wait to see what is in the rest of your boxes. I know, we need to finish up the unboxing series. We'll have to do that soon. What did you have for supper? What did we have? Oh, Joanna made pasta with chicken, and it was amazing. Is it too late for the taco stand GWP? It's not available from Lego anymore, so you'd have to buy it from the aftermarket, secondary market. I saw those Lumi Cyberbug sets. Pretty cool, honestly, thinking about them for sure. Oh, there you go, Angry Spark. Mike says, great. I bought Assembly Square, Shopping Street, and Brickbank this June, so I need to cool it for July, but I am negotiating Ghostbusters Firehouse off a private seller. Man, scooping up some pretty sweet retired modulars there. Yeah, the Ghostbusters Firehouse. I am very excited to build that at some point for the city. I'm just now getting a chance to tune in. Hi, did you get anything for the first? No, we did not. Nothing for us. We won't be buying anything until June 7th. So John is always really good at responding to messages on the channel. He and I have had some good back and forth for a few times. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys take the time to leave some really good, insightful comments, especially about some big topics like when it comes to sales videos. We've talked about some slightly controversial topics here on the channel with like price hikes and stuff like that. BDP also stirs up a lot of really good conversations. So, and some of you guys have left some really long comments. I will say this, Joanna and I have struggled to respond to the really long comments just because we're going throughout the day, right? And like anytime I get like a pocket of time to like respond to a few comments, I try to like answer as many as possible. And then I'll usually have like 2 to 3 minutes before I gotta, go grab Sophia, pick her up, give her, a diaper change or whatever it may be. So the longer comments are hard to respond to. So if I could just suggest something, if you do have a lot of thoughts on something for our video, because I do really appreciate that you guys take the time to write out the long comments, instead of writing one long comment, could you write like 5 shorter comments? And then like, if you have like 5, let's say 5 thoughts, like if I do like a first of the month preview video and you're like, okay, I really like this Star Wars set, and then you say why. And then like if you make a separate comment and you're like, oh, I really like this Transformers set and this is why, then Joanna and I will be able to answer each one of those comments. And I don't want to make anybody feel like that we're ignoring your comment or we haven't got to it yet. It's just because some of the long ones, like we really want to dive into it. And same thing, like even if it's a comment where it's all on the same issue, if there's a way to just make different paragraphs and maybe even say, you know, this is comment 1 of 5 at the end of it, or 2 of 5, you know, that we can like be like, okay, yeah, we agree with that. Or like, oh no, you can actually find a sale on this set somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so that we can continue to try to answer as many comments as possible. So, because I really appreciate the interaction, and I don't want to make anybody feel like that we're missing out on their comment on purpose, because it's just not the case. It's just, you know, there's a lot going on with a newborn behind the scenes. How many boxes left to open? About 12, I think. Something like that. Yeah, maybe like 10 or 12. So probably like 2 videos worth, maybe even 3. To quote Mark Twain, I didn't have time to write a short letter. Yeah, it's tough. I wanted to address that because I know there are a lot of long comments, and if you took the time, I know if I took the time to write out a long comment on a creator's video and then I didn't get a response, I'd be like, yo, like, what's going on here? Like, I really put, you know, I could have spent like 20 minutes writing that. So your time is valuable, your thoughts are valuable, your feedback is valuable, and I just want you guys to know that. So John, we appreciate your taking the time to read the comments. Your engagement with the community during your live streams is wonderful. Thank you, Isaac. You know, you have dropped a lot of great comments as well, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Velvet. Did we buy anything tonight? No, we did not. We're waiting for Insider Days. Definitely check out the 2 videos that I posted today regarding everything that we know for Insider Days. But we're going to try to grab a couple copies of the Sea Serpent GWP and some other sets for our collection. Hi, I wonder that the Sagrada Familia was displayed in the Lego store in Barcelona many years ago was designed by the same person of this new one. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Maybe it was. Maybe it was like maybe like a model, maybe a custom. Maybe somebody built a custom one and displayed it, and then it could have been the same designer. You never know. I have seen certain Lego stores, like if somebody local has made like a custom build, they might display it in that front window. All right, last question for the night. Do you think the Lego Ninjago Thunderfang set will go on sale for Insider Days? Let me see. Was Ninjago one of the ones for, I can't remember, for double points for Insider Days? I can't remember. Let me see. Ninjago was not. Okay, so Ninjago is not. Thunderfang of Dragon of Chaos, which I do believe is a July retiring set. It could. I mean, we don't know yet, Matthew, but as soon as we get the list of sets for the sales for Insider Days, I'll be happy to make a video. This could definitely be an option with it retiring. I believe it's a July retiring set. Let me just double check that really quick. 71832. Here we go. Sorted by theme. Ninjago 71832. Yep, right here. Thunderfang Dragon of Chaos, July 31st, 2026. So yeah, this is a July retiring set, so definitely a prime candidate for going on sale for Insider Days. All right, real last question now. Exterior 2K says, John, did you get any of the BDP sets from Series 7? I'd love to hear what your plans are for all of them. Yeah, we did get 3. They actually just got delivered today. I got the Privateer Frigate Fortuna, the Alchemist Shop, and the Sushi Restaurant. I already have really cool video plans for the Privateer and Alchemist Shop. I don't know, like I want to do something cool with each set, so I'm still brainstorming what we're going to do for the Sushi Restaurant, but we do plan on making videos for all 3 of those sets. But guys, I'm going to chop it off here. But if you do have any other questions for me, just feel free to drop them in the comment section of either one of today's videos, and we'll be happy to get to them there. Thank you guys, as always, for the incredible turnout and for the great support. Stay tuned. We got some more big videos dropping this week. As soon as we get the rest of the information for Insider Days, I'll be happy to give you guys a quick update on that. And holy smokes, halfway through 2026 as it's now July 1st. So it's going to be another really exciting month, just like June was. June was a record month for the channel once again, and looking forward to seeing what July has in store for the Slapshot Bricks community. But you guys are the best. Have a great night. It is it's only Tuesday night. Happy Canada Day. Happy 4th of July to all of our fellow Americans out there. As always, don't stop shooting until you score, and we'll see you guys very soon. Have a good one.